Now, there's loads of other amazing kind of places on the ship, and I'm sure one of the ones that particularly would have been close to your heart is the Bionic Bar.
Yeah, really cool technology. So the Bionic Bar, the idea behind that is that the bar knows that when you arrive, your presence is acknowledged.
Oh, really? I wasn't aware of that. Okay, right.
Yeah, and then you order your drinks, and you can combine all kinds of different drinks. So you could possibly make a cocktail that no one's ever had before.
Okay.
So there's a kind of DIY factor, if you like. You do it all on tablets, and you hit a button, and then it comes up on a mirror. Which it's a normal mirror, but you can just see your drinks order glowing there. And then these two Bionic bartenders then set about making the drink. Now, obviously, as a normal bar, there's lots of people there ordering drinks, and that's why the speed of it's really important, because we've all gone to a nightclub, haven't we, or a bar, and then felt really unimportant because the bartenders just kind of ignore you, and you wait patiently for them to deem to take your order.
Well, the blondes at the end of the bar, pretty ladies
get all the
service.
That's not the case here. What happens here is you put your order in, and the bartenders make the drinks really, really quickly. You might have to wait 5 minutes because there might be quite a few people, but the whole process is very seamless, very slick, and of course, amazing. I mean, these are robot arms. There's the sort of things that you'd normally expect to be, welding a car. I mean, these are really industrial strength robots that have been bespoke designed to make drinks.
And the optics are in the ceiling, aren't they? So they kind of go up and they get the juice and then mix it round. And shaken or stirred is also another option you get. It's very bondish.
Not that I really know anything about cocktails, but yeah, you're absolutely right. And the interesting thing to note is this isn't a kind of industrial looking thing. It's actually one of the most beautiful places on the ship. It's like crystalline glass and beautiful design and leather and neon lights. It's a really beautiful area. So one of the most striking things about it is not just the robots, but the actual aesthetic. It's very, very luxurious and very sort of swanky.
Now, another area that is I'm believing, I've not had a chance to be on board yet, and I can't wait to experience Cafe 270. And the space there, which is 2.5 decks of these beautiful windows at the aft of the ship.
Yeah, so the interesting thing to point out is, I'm getting down with all those phrases like aft now, by the way. Yes, it is in the aft of the ship. And
the back end.
The back end. And basically, structurally, you'd normally need some large metal structures to keep that part of the ship structurally sound. And what they've done is some very clever design and architecture, and made a space at the back and the aft that is open. And then they've gone to the next level, and they've thought, well, what can we do with that? So you've got this beautiful black glass Vistorama, as they call it, right? But it's multifunctional in that it can be made into a screen, so a wraparound 270-degree screen, serviced by 18 projectors, and we're talking about a large screen here. I think it's 100 foot by 20 feet, so it's 100 foot wide, 20 feet high. 18 projectors, right, combining to make this high resolution video wall, all right? And then you've got a bunch of other screens, robotic screens that actually move almost like characters in a performance. You then add dancers and music to that, and you get a completely different theatrical experience to anything that you've seen before. I've never seen anything like it before. And I've been to Vegas, and I go to the West End. It's a really unique experience.
It's the Robo Show, isn't it? And I believe the technology, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, is the same technology they used in the Mars landings. It's that advanced, the kind of the
is
robotic
it?
technology.
I've no idea. It sounds
with the dancing
cool.
arms. It's incredible.
Yeah. Well, so what you've got is, you might have a dancer performing a move, and then he or she might sort of, move from left to right, and then something will follow them on the screen, and the robo screens will then move, and it's almost like the robot screens are dancers, like they've been choreographed to complement the movements. It's remarkable. But then, of course, in the afternoon, the experience is very different. You might just be looking out over the sea.
Sailing away from port, beautiful sunset, all coming flowing through.
Because this is not an opaque screen; it's glass. You see, it's really clever. You've got to sit, and it's all it's raked, so everywhere you sit, you've got a good view. But it's not normal chairs. It's like it's sofas and tables, and you can have a drink. And you said it's a cafe. It very much is a cafe experience. It's very cool.